Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do the reading for the lovely sign of Pisces. Pisces, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. We're going to use the Golden Wheel Tarot for your reading today, and we'll pull an oracle card from the Gods and Titans deck. Now, your cards are being very, very lively here. There is something here that you'll be given an opportunity to invest in, but I feel like you're making some sort of decision here on whether it's worth. You might have been once bitten, twice shy. You know, sometimes when we go back and invest in a relationship, or a relationship comes around again and you haven't had a good experience the first time around, you may be reluctant to have that conversation again. But somebody is coming towards you here who wants you to consider having a really deep conversation with them going forward. And I feel like this person's already been around before, but they are really interested in investing in you this time. Now, not necessarily romantic. It could mean, for example, that you've worked for somebody that wants you to come back. They want to offer you a contract. Or perhaps you tried out for some sort of event, sport, film, music, where you didn't get the contract you wanted. Somebody's coming to talk to you again. So be open-minded, because I feel like this may be a good return for you. All right, so Pisces. If you identify as a Pisces, it's more than likely you're a Pisces sun. If you want to find out more about where the planets were when you were born, and maybe open yourself up to a little bit more information from the stars, then you can go and Google a natal chart or a birth chart and actually have a look where the planets were when you were born. You will need to know obviously your date of birth and your the place where you were born, and that will give you a fairly good chart. Cafe Astrology have a fairly good table to use, and they will let you print up the natal report at the end. If you have your time of birth, you can access your ascendant or your rising. If you don't have the time, you will still get a pretty good reading regardless. My understanding is that there are people who can work out what time you were born. But that ascendant, the reason it's so much more difficult, you've got the moon card jumping out, which of course is the card of Pisces. The reason you need that... The reason you need that, how would you say, the time, is because with the ascendant, the planets are changing every hour, 2 hours, 3 hours in your rising or ascendant. So whereas all the other planets sort of stay fairly stable in a sign for days, weeks or months, your ascendant or your rising changes consistently. So when I was born, my mum told me I was born sometime after midnight. She thought it was around about 2 o'clock. And in that time, there were like 3 or 4 different planets. So I actually went through each one of them to find out which one felt like my story. And it was very interesting doing that. So I was able to sort of work out that I was born at around about 2:20, because the Scorpio ascendant was the one that resonated with my personality the best. So it's a good thing to do. It's good fun. And it will certainly give you a lot of insight into who you are. But anyway, that just means that you can not only watch Pisces Sun. A lot of the people who've been watching me for a while now will write to me and say, you know, my Aquarius rising resonated on that reading, or my Libra moon resonated with that reading. So I know the people who've been following me for a while have done that. They will write and say, I worked out that I have this in my sun, moon, rising, Venus. So it's really good fun. All right, let's get into this reading for you. Pisces, we're starting off the reading with the Emperor. What a beautiful way to start. You could be dealing with an Aries, because this is the card of Aries, quite likely. But the Emperor is someone who you see as very important, somebody who's quite masculine. They have a lot of power, so it could be somebody who has, you know, good standing. Maybe somebody you go to for advice. Can sometimes represent like a father or a grandfather or a grandmother, grandmother. But the energy is much more masculine. It's not a feminine energy, which means that whoever is dealing with this energy if it's somebody you go to, would be very masculine in their approach. Good advice, maybe to do with work. You could be working for this person. Could be somebody you even aspire to. But let's have a look where we're going. Oh, and it also represents the divine masculine. All right, so we have a divine masculine coming in for a conversation with you here. They want to offer you a new beginning. All right, so we have the Hanged Man card of Pisces, the Nine of Pentacles. This person's left a third-party situation and they're ready to come forward. Wheel of Fortune is here. No, Queen of Pentacles. All right, I feel like here, let's just have another quick look. We have somebody here who wants to have a conversation. They're rushing in with some sort of news. This person wants a brand new beginning. They want to settle down here. I feel like this person has seen something from a new perspective. Maybe they've recently become single because they've left a third-party situation. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who was in that situation. I have the Two of Swords. There's a decision that needs to be made. All right, you may be in a relationship as well. Or you may be currently in some sort of situation that maybe you need to move away from, but so does your person. I feel like your person's made the move. Maybe you haven't made a move, but to me this sort of smokes this energy of people being in another situation that they've wanted to get out of and somebody is ready to make the move. I don't think it's a bad thing. It could be that you're just in another relationship and somebody has come along who is particularly wanting to get something going with you. Pisces, let's get in a little bit deeper. All right, I have the King of Wands. So we have Leo, Sag, Aries energy with the Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Woo! Somebody has definitely turned their back on something, moved away, and has victory in that. The King of Wands says to me, you're either dealing with someone, and this could be your energy, that has stepped up. So this person has wanted to make some sort of change and they finally found the courage to make that change. They're feeling very good about it here. Eight of Cups. We have so many cards of movement away. The Tower card and the Two of Wands. This person is ready to pick or select a new future. I feel like whoever we're talking about here, it may have been a while in the making. You know, sometimes people will say to me, you know, how long can it take to move away from somebody? Well, if somebody's not happy in a relationship and they've got other commitments, it could take them, you know, quite a long time to make that decision to move. And if you're not actually in a relationship with them at the time, then if they want to make a move out of that situation, they're going to have to find some way to do it. And often there's complications there. The Tower tells me there's been a tremendous upheaval here, but this person is definitely coming towards you now. All right, have the Magician coming through with the Fool card and the World card. A lot of major arcanas here. So I sort of have four major arcanas in the middle. I have the Tower being flanked by the Magician and the Fool, and then the World card. So it's almost, I almost want to say this person is mirroring your energy. So maybe you have a very similar situation. Somebody wants to take a leap of faith. They're ready. Time's right. They have everything they need. So for me, this means whoever is moving away from a situation has brought everything to some sort of conclusion and they're moving forward now. I feel like this person definitely wants to make some sort of conversation with you. What do we have? We have Pisces energy, Capricorn energy, Scorpio energy coming through strong, Leo, Sag, Aries. So you could be one of those people cross-watching a Pisces, or you could be a Pisces dealing with one of those people. So it may resonate with you, but this person is feeling that it's almost like they've done the healing already. So you may be dealing with somebody who already made that move some time ago, but has needed time to heal because of the Victory card. But whatever it is, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Swords are very much, and the Six of Swords are all cards of movement away. But because I've got that Six of Swords, it always makes me feel like I've got to learn the lessons before I move into a new phase. So you could be dealing with someone who's had like a hiatus. They may have moved away some time ago, but they've been dealing with the residue and the healing. I feel like whoever this person is, though, coming up as the King of Wands, that they've really got on top of things. The Magician tells me they have everything they need to move forward now. They're coming up as the Emperor. So for me, they definitely are feeling like they're ready. They're ready to have some sort of conversation, a brand new beginning. They are seeing things from a different perspective. They are now single after leaving some sort of third-party situation behind. They've made a decision to move towards you, and I feel like there is a real strong energy with the Queen of Pentacles that they are ready to make a commitment now. All right, I have the Strength card. Yeah, I feel like both of you, and the High Priestess, beautiful. Okay, Nine of Wands and the Ace of Swords. This person has done a lot of healing, and no matter what, they are ready for a brand new commitment. I feel like somehow or another, the Nine of Wands sort of makes me feel like they've gone through a lot before they've got to where they're going. So Ace of Swords here, you all know that's my favourite tarot card. That's the conversation that needed to take place probably more than a year ago. So that conversation is about to be heard. I feel like your person will talk about all the healing they've done. They may have even sort of developed to quite a spiritual energy. I think I was saying in one of the readings yesterday that sometimes when people go on this journey, especially if this is a twin for you, sometimes people who go on this journey start to become really spiritual, start to become really connected, because they understand that the relationship you're in has more to it than just a relationship. It's so much deeper than that. All right, let's have a look at Gods and Titans here. All right. We have the card of Achilles, which talks of confidence. I feel like I need to bring out another card. So I'm going to put the second one. Protection, confidence and protection. So we have Anubis and Achilles. Very interesting energy coming through. All right, so Achilles is the person whose mother dipped him into the river Styx for protection and held him by the ankle. So the ankle or the heel become a soft point, and that person then, that was the only way they could be killed, if you don't know the story. So the story of Achilles is actually quite important, because we all have an Achilles heel, right? And we always talk about the fact that it can be something, if you stab someone in the Achilles heel, they can't walk. You are strong, worthy, and confident. Interesting, they're both A names too. You are strong, worthy, and confident. Step forward in courage, knowing you can achieve exactly what you desire. Achilles may stride into your life when you most need a confidence boost. Know that you are worthy, capable, and have the strength to do what it is you need to do. That's why the Strength card is there. Growing your self-esteem from the inside out rather than relying on others for your measure of worthiness may be a message you could heed. All right, let's have a look at Anubis. Grief and suffering are a natural part of life. Know that you are loved and protected at this point at all times. Okay, so I feel like here the universe is saying to you, you have the confidence and the strength to go through with this, but you also need to understand that whoever you're dealing with here has been through a pretty drastic time, because it talks about dealing with death, right? But I'm feeling death is symbolic. It's more than likely death of a relationship, death of a situation. So for me, this is very much about, you know, maybe you're feeling confident and able to move forward, but maybe your person needs a little bit more time or a little bit more energy to get into that space. So you could possibly be dealing with someone that wants to move very slowly, even though you may want to move quickly. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks, Pisces.